If you have a job interview coming up soon, you will have to answer the question, what are your strengths and weaknesses? Now, this is one of the hardest questions to answer and the one where most people fail their interviews on. Therefore, make sure you stay tuned because the tips and sample answers I am about to give you will help you pass your interview at the first attempt. And just very quickly, if you are new to my channel, please make sure you hit that subscribe button right now. Thousands of you are passing your job interviews at the first attempt. I can only help you if you are subscribed, and please hit the like button because that really does motivate me to create more great content for you. Thank you very much indeed. And just very quickly, please tell me the name of the job you are being interviewed for in the comment section below the video, and I will give you some extra tips to help you prepare. Okay, let's get straight into the tutorial. Okay, to make sure you pass your interview at the first attempt, I will cover the following 3 things in this video. Number 1, I will quickly explain why the hiring manager will ask you the interview question, what are your strengths and weaknesses? If you understand why the question is being asked, it will empower you to give the perfect answer. Number 2, I will then give you a list of 5 best strengths and 5 best weaknesses for job interviews. And then finally, number 3, I will give you 2 example brilliant answers to that question, what are your strengths and weaknesses? And all you have to do is choose the one answer option you think is the strongest. Okay, to begin with, let me quickly explain why the hiring manager will ask you the question, what are your strengths and weaknesses? Please take notes. So the hiring manager is asking you this tough question because they want to make sure you have the strengths needed to match the job description and also the ability to give them a really good return from your salary. They also want to make sure your weaknesses will not hinder your ability to carry out your duties competently in the position you have applied for. And here's a really important tip. Do not say in your answer to this question that you don't have any weaknesses or that your weakness is you are a perfectionist. If you say either of those things, you will fail your interview. Okay, let me now give you a list of 5 best strengths and 5 best weaknesses for job interviews. I will then give you my 2 top scoring example answers to make sure you pass your interview. Please write these down. Strength number 1 is adaptability. Now, if you are adaptable, it means you can quickly change what you are doing at work to respond to your team's goals and your employer's objectives. Strength number 2 is collaboration skills. Now, collaboration is the ability to work closely with anyone to achieve a team's objective. Now, people who are good collaborators are selfless and they always support their co-workers to complete tasks and projects on time. Strength number 3 for job interviews is time management. This is a great one. Now, the ability to manage time and ensure all projects and tasks get finished before the deadline is rare amongst employees. Now, if you are a good time manager and are never late for anything, give this as one of your strengths in your answer. Strength number 4 for job interviews is being supportive of change. Now, a business or organization must constantly change to stay ahead of the competition. For example, if a business doesn't respond to the changing needs of its customers, it will eventually fail. Therefore, to be successful, businesses want to employ people who embrace change and who understand its importance. If you are one of the few employees who embraces change with a positive attitude, make sure you give it as one of your strengths in your interview. And strength number 5 for job interviews is problem solving. This is another great one. Now, 90% of employees, when something goes wrong at work, will wait for someone else to deal with it. If you are a proactive problem solver and someone who enjoys the challenge of overcoming complex problems, make sure you give this as one of your strengths. Okay, so there's 5 best strengths for interviews that will definitely resonate positively with all hiring managers. Let me now give you my 5 best weaknesses for interviews, and I will then give you those 2 suggested top scoring answers. Weakness number 1 is public speaking. Now, most people are not very confident when it comes to giving talks or presentations to people, but the beauty of this weakness is the skill of public speaking is not needed in 99.9% of jobs. Weakness number 2 is being too self-critical. Now, some people are really tough on themselves. They spend too much time worrying whether they finished a job properly or not. Self-critical employees are good to have in a team because they genuinely care about the standard of work they produce. Weakness number 3 for job interviews is finding it difficult to say no to people. Now, one of the most common weaknesses is where someone can't say no to people, and as a result, they end up taking on too many responsibilities. Now, this is a great weakness to give in job interviews because it often means the candidate will willingly take on lots of work for their employer. Weakness number 4 is letting go of projects. Now, some people don't like letting go of projects because they keep checking over them to make sure everything has been done correctly. It's a common weakness amongst employees, but again, it shows the hiring manager the candidate cares about doing a really good job. And weakness number 5 for job interviews is delegation. Now, delegation is when you give other people in a team tasks to complete in order to speed up the completion of a project. Some people, me included, struggle to delegate tasks to others because we prefer to do things ourselves. Now, it's a good weakness to give in a job interview because it demonstrates you want things done to a high standard. Okay, now that we know the 5 best strengths and 5 best weaknesses for job interviews, let me give you 2 brilliant example answers to that question, what are your strengths and weaknesses? And all you have to do is choose the one answer option you think is the strongest. Please tell me in the comments section below the video which answer option 1 or 2 you think is the best. Here we go. What are your strengths and weaknesses? Answer option number 1. My greatest strengths include my flexibility with my job description and adaptability. I will carry out tasks outside my job description and respond quickly to the changing needs of your company. Other strengths include how I always take responsibility for problems instead of leaving them for others to deal with, and my positive attitude toward change. I understand that your business must change to be successful, and I will always support you in new initiatives. My biggest weakness is I can't say no to people, which sometimes results in me overcommitting. This weakness is because I don't want to let people down, but I am trying to be more mindful of the need to assess my workload before saying yes. What are your strengths and weaknesses? Answer option number 2. Here we go. My greatest strengths include my planning, organising and time management skills. I plan my work meticulously in line with my employer's goals and always ensure everything is completed before the deadline. Other strengths include how I take ownership of my professional development and my collaboration skills. I am a supportive collaborator, selfless during projects, and always support my co-workers in their duties. I am also someone who values feedback and constructive criticism because they empower me to improve. My biggest weakness is I am not yet very good at public speaking. However, this is a skill I would like to develop, so if there are any opportunities to give talks to my team in this role, I would love to give it a try. Okay, so there you have it. 2 top scoring example answers to that difficult question, what are your strengths and weaknesses? Don't forget to tell me in the comments section below the video which answer option 1 or 2 you thought was the strongest. Now the next thing to do to accelerate your learning even further is make sure you click that link right now in the top right hand corner of the video. Head straight through to my website passmyinterview.com and you can instantly download my brilliant 30 top scoring answers to difficult interview questions. This is a brilliant resource. You can have it in your inbox literally within 2 minutes from now, and it's going to put you ahead of the competition at every job interview you ever attend. Make sure you check out that link. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Thousands of you are passing your interviews at the first attempt. I can only help you if you are subscribed. Please hit the like button. That really does motivate me to create more great content for you. Thank you very much indeed. Oh, and don't forget to connect with me on LinkedIn. I have put my LinkedIn link in the description below the video. It is always an honor and a pleasure to connect with like-minded professionals such as yourself. Thank you for watching and I wish you all the best for passing your interview. Have a great day.